Hi everyone, today we are doing a video which I've been really excited about doing over the last couple of days. I've been working on it for quite a while, and that is revealing my full portfolio. Now if you watch my videos regularly, you probably actually know my full portfolio. I kind of like update you on the positions I have open, but there's not really a video where I've got all these positions open and this is what's happening with them. And I think I kind of want to do that a little bit more. I like to be transparent on this channel and show you what I'm buying, when I'm buying it, the prices, the dates. And I try and do it as much as I can on the videos, but I don't really have enough time to kind of put it all into a video and then show you it all. But I have now kind of got into the position where I can do this. I kind of switch brokers back in March, so you're going to see a little bit of a gap between January, February, March, where there's going to be no updates in that position when I'm about to show you my full portfolio. Like I say, I switch brokerage accounts and I can't really get the data from the old brokerage account and put it into this format where I'm tracking it in Excel. But since I've gone to my new broker, it's got all the new information in. Obviously, stocks like Boeing that are in my portfolio, the most gains from that stock have come in them 3 months, which is kind of a pain in the ass that I haven't got them on this list. And same with Microsoft. I think Microsoft is missing like 20% off its gains this year, which I had the stock open for, which isn't in that chart. So bear in mind the percentage gain on it this year is a little bit lower, but if I had the first 3 months data, it would be a lot higher. But if I just keep filling it in from April, eventually the gains will come back to Boeing. They've already come back really to Microsoft, and it'll look a bit more impressive. But I just think at the moment it looks a little bit flat, so it won't seem like I haven't had that much in gains this year. But if the first 3 months were in, it would look pretty good. So I'm going to show you it. I'm going to walk through how I'm tracking all my portfolio and what's going on. So, portfolio, if we look into it right now, on the left we have the stock name and then we have the entry date. The exit date next to it is when I've exited the stock, quite obviously. If there's an O there, it means the position is still open. If there's a date there, it means that position is closed. So if you look at Adobe, that's the entry date. There's the exit date, and like I said, January, February, March are empty for all of the stocks. And you see that on May, that's my return from May when the position was open. And you can just pretty much see from there how it all works. And you can have a good look at how all my stocks have been doing month by month, which is really good. I like tracking and seeing how they're doing and which stocks are kind of lagging as well through certain months. And then you can pretty much track all the stocks, how they've done through the months, and then at the end we've got the year-to-date return. Obviously if the position is closed, that's year-to-date is never going to get changed, but it updates me with the positions that is still open. And then that year-to-date return goes to the percentage at the bottom, which is 16.08%, and we've got the total bar right next to it. Below that is the S&P 500 return, very close to how my portfolio is doing. If we look at the S&P over the months when I've been tracking this, it is 13.4%. So my portfolio has pretty much only outperformed the S&P by 3%, which is still an outperform, but obviously I'd like it to be better. It would be better if I had my gains from Boeing early in the year, like I said. And obviously we've got the big red one there that I'll just talk about briefly before I review the month of August. You can see sketches there. I've talked about it this channel. It was a bit of a balls up for myself. I should not really have gotten the stock. I bought before earnings, which I shouldn't have done, and I broke a lot of my main investing rules, which is like it had a pretty low market cap. It wasn't the market leader in its sector, and after the earnings report, I was like, crap, that earnings report was really bad. If I held on to it a little bit longer, maybe I would have gained a little bit of percentage back. I think it would have been about 10% down right now. But at the same time, I think I sold Skechers and I got into Facebook at the time, which had its big decline. I was like, I'd rather be in Facebook than Skechers anyway. So yeah, that does take the portfolio down slightly by, I think it's about 5%. So it would be about 21% or something like that this year without that Skechers stock in. But we all make mistakes in the stock market, and I made one this year with Skechers. But like I said, this channel is all about sharing ideas and helping each other, and hopefully that mistake helped you guys. It definitely helped me for the future, but hopefully it made you guys aware as well. Like I say, try and keep that transparent up in the channel. So if we go through August, we see that Boeing was pretty much flat, 0%. We had Alibaba, which was only open for all these. How I calculate it is on the 28th to the 28th of each month from last month because of February, and then it gives me a chance to record it and put it up quite recently to when it happened as well. That's another reason. But yeah, Boeing was pretty much flat. Alibaba hasn't been open for a while, so that was only a 0.15% gain. You know, that's really flat, so not much there, but it's only been open for a little bit. Facebook made a nice little recovery, 3%, which was good. We also had FedEx, which has been really strong since I opened that position. Felt it was really undervalued. Definitely not a long-term hold, but like I say, I'm holding that to about 280-ish. We've had 6.25% return in July and August, a nice return. PayPal has been on an amazing run. I'm going to make a video actually about PayPal next week, talking about what I think about PayPal and a couple of things. But yeah, 10% return on PayPal, massive return, and the payment sector in general has just done awesome this year. I'm going to probably make a video about the payment sector at some point as well, because I do like that sector. I would like to probably add Visa and MasterCard at some point. Square, I think, is due a pullback, but like you know, I'm a big fan of PayPal. I have no plans to sell that stock. It is a stock that I would like to add a couple more shares into. Microsoft, 4.64%, that's really good, and you can see the month before that was ace as well. Been a really strong stock for me this year, and like I say, I wish I did January and February and March in there, but when I had that stock open in them months, I made a good money from that one as well. And the return of them from that month was 3.47 compared to the S&P's 3.39, so I did beat the S&P 500, not by much. But yeah, I mean, Boeing's due to shoot up sometime, and Facebook and Alibaba are on that list, I feel. So I'm hoping September is a good month. The only problem is that if we look into history, September is not normally a good month in the stock market. I think on average it pretty much finishes 0.8% down for the month. So I'm expecting a red month in September. We'll have a lot more of the trade tensions coming back now that Trump's also put a lot more tariffs on. So we'll see a little bit argy-bargy with that, which will take the markets down. But we've had a decent run in the stock market, and I don't want it to go crazy. I want it to have some nice little breaths in between for it to keep gaining and going forward. So I wouldn't mind too much of a couple of red days, as long as it's not something huge. We've done okay so far this year overall. So not too bad, guys. I thought I'd share that full portfolio with you and the returns, and just try and be as transparent as I can on this channel about how my portfolio is doing. Like I say, don't copy my portfolio, but I always like looking into portfolios like Warren Buffett's. So I know a few people will be interested into looking into this portfolio. I've had a few comments on videos about certain positions on my portfolio. So there we are, I've shared it with you now, guys. I'll keep updating you month by month how it's going on. And if any of you want this template that I've done, I will send it across to you by email if you want it. So guys, give it a like, subscribe. Thanks for all the support recently, it's been ace, and I'll see you on the next video.